What's up? What is up, everybody? It is Brown Sugar Confessions coming to you live wherever you are getting your listening and your audio pleasure. We are back with another amazing, fun show, and it is after our first summer holiday. I don't care where you are in the US, you have probably gone from like winter right to summer. Like spring was a day, and here we are in summer, and it is past Memorial Day, and we hope that everyone had a great holiday and traveled back safely to wherever you traveled from. I'm in Lower Slower Delaware, as most of you know, so born and bred, and if you know, you know that locals don't go out to the beach on Memorial Day. Even though I live in a beach community, I stayed home the whole time. I didn't leave my complex because I just let people come down and enjoy the beach because it's a madhouse in those streets in my area. So I'm quite interested to see what you guys did this weekend. And let's start with none other than Miss T. How are things in ATL? And did you go out on Memorial Day, Miss T?
I mean, it's madness right now. It's officially festival and con season down here. So ATL Jazz in the Park was this weekend. Andre 3000 did his album. So that was pretty cool to go see.
Okay.
Momo, if you're nerdy, MomoCon happened, and I don't know if they accomplished it or not, but they tried to set the record for the most Spider-Man in one place.
Okay.
We're still waiting to see. They're still doing the count.
Okay,
I'm watching.
I hope they get it. I really hope they get it, because if not, because that's a feat right there, getting enough people to cosplay Spider-Man and have them all in one place and not all over the town. So I'm excited for that to see what happens. But yeah, other than that, it's just typical ATL madness. We're about to go into hurricane season in the South. So you know what that means. If you live in a high floodplain area, please check on your insurance and make sure it's still valid. And remember, if it's over a Cat 3, leave.
All right. So here's a question for you. I hear a lot about what's going on in the South, like the cicadas. Do you guys have cicadas there? Because I've been watching
Yes.
TikTok in
It's
Tennessee.
apocalypse. Well, I'm still waiting, because we do get cicadas here in Georgia. And so they said this is going to be the first time in like 15, 17 years where two species of cicadas are coming out the ground. So there's going to be a lot of screaming at night. So I'm actually excited for it. So I will give you a heads up when Cicada Apocalypse officially kicks off.
I have seen Tennessee's post on TikTok, and it looks like something out of a sci-fi horror movie. And this one lady, I have to put the link up if I can find it. She made a mask out of like Trader Joe bags and was in her car crying like at 10 o'clock at night because she had, and people are wearing like, they're making rubber, not rubber, but they're putting trash bags over their feet so they can walk in their houses and jobs. Like it is that bad in Tennessee. And like, they're like, this one lady's like, I'm leaving the US. I'm leaving the US. Forget it. I'm out of here because they're taking over. It looks horrible. So
we haven't got it yet, but I'm pretty sure North Georgia is probably going to get it soon before we do. Usually cicadas around here don't start big until like July, August maybe.
Yeah, it looks horrible. And Tracy, do you get cicadas up there?
No, absolutely not.
Praise the
But
Lord.
when I lived in Texas, yeah. When we lived in Texas, yeah.
They're bad in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're real bad in Texas.
And so are ladybugs, surprisingly.
Yeah, ladybugs, June bugs.
And something about crickets in the Midwest, I saw that coming out. Like crickets are everywhere. Like is it Utah or Arizona? Like, or is that still Tennessee? I don't know. But I saw a thing with crickets also everywhere. I'm like, the bugs are taking back their land.
I mean, they do outnumber us, so.
They do. They are taking the land back. So, and we're all petrified running around. They're using, I think I saw the crickets where they were using like grass blowers, you know, the blower that you use the grass to get the grass off your sidewalk, to blow the crickets off the sidewalks and from their houses. It looked so scary. And I'm not even afraid of crickets. I don't think I've seen cicadas, but I'm like, that is like, doesn't look natural to me, but
Yeah,
whatever.
you probably seen it and just didn't know what it was, or like saw the shell, because cicadas
Oh,
are
the
actually pretty
shells.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty big. You'll know a cicada if you see it.
Okay, it's so I have seen the shells.
Mm-hmm.
They're really big skeleton looking like shells, but yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah, the
shells. Okay.
exoskeleton. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, that's scary enough. And but yeah, those things are singing like crazy. So Tennessee, if you are listening to us, yeah, we're praying for y'all down there. Take cover.
Hope you guys are
Tracy,
working from home.
right? Tracy, what's up with you in New York, love?
Like you said, it went from winter, I mean, to ice and snow on the ground to the springing overnight, uh, to summer. We are hitting like 90 and 85 up here. It is bananas. It's
Wow.
bananas up here. People are losing their minds. I'm gonna tell you they're losing their minds. But it's been very interesting to see. Um, I'm having a wonderful time. I got my deck open, the pool's open, the hot tub's about to be open. I'm
Yay.
happy.
When
I'm
are we taking
happy.
the trip to Teresa's house, man? I'm willing to
Right?
take that
Look,
journey.
look, you already know KD's already been up here. I was like, claim your spot. Claim your spot. Come
Yeah,
on.
I need
And I'm
I need to
already
come
trying
up
to
there and claim my spot.
yes, I'm trying to get the dudes to put in a pizza oven for me. I don't know if they gonna
Ooh.
do it though.
I can never
That's my goal.
ever get used to you saying my dudes. I mean, like, can we
I
just
love
give a
it.
moment and applause Tracy
For
It's
forever
all
keeping a staple.
forever
it's
keeping a stable of men and women and living her best life without shame. Little, yes, hold on to that little alien baby, whatever you call that little thing. But I can never get used to you saying my dudes because what woman wouldn't want to have a couple of dudes? I mean, I think
but
it would
here's the
work.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
People they love to say like if I had dudes and I'm like, yeah, but here's the thing with your dudes, do you have open communication? Are you lying all the time? Is there like be honest about it and are you really even good in the one relationship you got right now? So
Mm-hmm.
like if you cannot sit down and stabilize your emotions, help them stabilize their emotions, even if it's just one, but add one more, one more, one more. Like you're running yourself ragged over what some not so great eggplant. Like stop. It's hard work. This is hard work. But it's the most love I've ever felt in my life. And I wish this on everybody.
You know, that is so beautiful. I think
Well, not
everyone needs
everybody. Not everybody. But
she
enough.
she retreat she real damn quick, didn't she?
Like
Oh,
maybe
okay.
like maybe a fair 75% of the people she knows she wishes this on.
Yeah, but obviously
I do.
not everybody, but I think that people should be able to create the kind of love that they want that works for them. And you can't look at creating a new love to replace another if you're already in a relationship. It needs to be a part of and make it a community. And I think it's okay. I personally think I'm at that phase of life, and I never would say this years ago. Never, because I'm a totally like one person kind of woman. But I'm at the phase of my life where I could be more than okay with being in a community of love, either poly or polyfidelity,
Wait,
non-ethical
what is
monogamy.
polyfidelity? It sounds like an
Polyfidelity,
insurance company.
it does sound like an insurance company, does it?
The heck?
Poly, polyfidelity is where you're in a polyamorous relationship, but the three of you have decided to be monogamous among each other. So
Mm-hmm.
they've taken it to that stretch. So now it's polyfidelity or paramour. You know, I could see, and I never thought I would be in that mind space where I would be accepting or be okay to be in that kind of world because I don't share well and I don't know how to be shared. You know, I don't think I have that capacity of love to give to many people, especially love interest in my yesteryear. But today, if someone has said, this is what I present to you, I honestly could say, you know what? I want to have that. I want to give and love and be larger than life. Like, I could really say that. And that is where I am. So if you're out there and you want Doc Val to join your community, just, you got my number. No, I'm kidding. I should have put
But
that
when
out
you
there
think
because
about that,
I have a plethora of
when you
people
think
calling.
about
Yeah, go ahead.
that polyfidelity, tell me that does not feel like the way it's supposed to be. It's natural, it's not forced. One, you feel a level of protection and just, I don't want to call it unconditional love because love always has conditions, right?
Fair.
But it is love. It is love at its almost base form where it's like, I just want to be loved by y'all. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's it. At the end of the day, when I lay my head down, the amount of peace you feel because the love you share with the monogamous people you're in a relationship with, which is what I'm in. I don't share. They don't share. This is what we are. This is the relationship we're in. The level of peace I felt, and I think because I didn't have love as a young child, I have to assume that this is what it felt like when you had connection with your parents.
Mm.
I have to assume that because I feel safe with them. I know that if something pops off, all I got to do is beep and it's
Yeah.
handled.
Mm-hmm.
And they know the same thing about me. I mean, although I'm a little more crazier than, well, just two of them. One of them is equally my amounts of crazy, if not more. Just the amount of love, respect, honesty, you can't top that.
And it's not
You
about
can't top
sex, is
that.
it?
No, absolutely not. Now, don't get me wrong. On an individual level, because we don't all do that together.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's beautiful because there's a connection there. And y'all know me. I'm all for just like get out. Like that's me.
Yeah.
But
Time's up.
I would
Yeah.
yeah, I would honestly in this moment I would never go back to the way I was or I would never continue that way because of the connection I have with them. Never. It's changed the way I look at things. It's changed my intimacy level and I'm in love with being in love. And I was never that girl. But here I am.
I love that for you, Tracy. And I said that so many times, but I really get it because I'm in that headspace of like, I really think I could be in that type of community and be accepting of it and giving. And, yes, it's not perfect. Nothing is. But I think, and I radiate with you when you said you feel loved and you feel seen and you feel protected and you have someone that's there. And sex is like a tenth of everything. It's about the community of love. And honestly, aren't we able to give love to more than one person? I don't know. I don't know. I
We
think some
are.
of us are.
We're hardwired for
I
it,
think
but socially we're trained not to
Yeah.
because we
that's
think
the
of people
part.
as property more than as beings. And
That's
that's what
it.
we're switching from. It's a social ascension and a lot of people are fighting it.
Yeah.
I
We're
like what you
hard.
just
We
said. Can you
are.
say that again? Because I want to pick that apart.
So theoretically, we as humans are not built to be monogamous.
Right?
Socially, we are trained to be monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
Or I shouldn't say trained, conditioned to be monogamous. And a lot of that was because back in the day, we saw each other as property versus being people. And we're not going to get into like the whole social construct of it, but if you are of a certain age and a certain culture, you understand what that means.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think
That's exactly it.
yeah, I like what you said. As we see each other as objects, not as people, or vice versa. Is that what you said? I want to put that on a t-shirt.
Property.
As
As
property. Yes.
Yeah. Because in a lot of cultures, before the onset of colonization. There were more, there were third, fourth, fifth genders, and in some places, up to 13. There were a lot of community raising of children versus individual raising. There were ceremonies for, bringing in children at a certain time, and it wasn't this is that person's child, this is my child, this is the village's children.
Right.
Everybody raised them. It wasn't just one person. You know what I mean? And a lot of that changed over the last like 600-700 years, and now we're consciously changing. And once people get set in their ways, they don't want change, because what does that mean? So that's the point where we're getting a lot of how you say, rifts.
Pushback.
Yeah, pushbacks and rifts. And so we just got to clear all this up. But it's good to see that people are becoming more acceptive of how to love, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, as I said earlier, I never could imagine myself in an emotional and spiritual place being a part of a community love. But so much has happened in my life lately where I no longer can say that. I absolutely can see myself in a community of love and be perfectly okay with giving and receiving love to multiple people. And I'm not talking physical at all. I'm just talking all the other leads, and not even sexually. But I could see that. And yeah, I don't know what that means for me, but personally, I am at that. And if it never happens, that's fine. But if it does, it's also fine. So maybe, manifesting, because I can manifest some things, calling into existence.
I'm still waiting on you to call in like $6 million for all of us. I'm just saying.
I need to call that in.
For Tracy, Miss T, and KD, I manifest them winning the Powerball. Say that.
Okay. For
with grace and ease.
Do I have to do it on the air? Can I not do it on the air? It doesn't feel quite authentic on the air.
I mean, either way, if I hit the Powerball, I know what's up. I'm going to call you up and be like, thanks, Mom.
I am Doc Val, and I am calling into existence that Tracy, Miss T, and Doc Val win that $6 million Powerball.
No, we want that 300 million. That's what we
see
doing.
now.
That's
you
what
done
we
top my manifestation, Tracy. You just messed it up.
Hey,
I
what
put
that
it
one
out
dude
there.
say? Think big.
Think
Think
big.
big.
If it ain't scary, it ain't big enough.
See, I put it out there. Let's just take the 6 mil, okay? And then once we get that, I will go and I'll put the rest. But you just took that moment and you kind of cockeyed on it. All right, right on air.
I'm putting a multiplier on it. Don't worry about it.
I'm putting the multiplier. We're hitting it with the multiplier.
Multiplier going. 6 million multiplied. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Welcome to Brown Sugar Confessions. Well, not only when we talk about sex and love, we're going to manifest some money. So make sure you don't change that station. Don't change that YouTube channel, because tonight we don't know what we're talking about. Obviously, we're just all over the place, but join the conversation and join the ride at Brown Sugar
Confessions at gmail.com.
There you go. At gmail.com, YouTube, Facebook, all our handles. Go and catch us and send us some emails, as tonight we're going to delve into some topics that have been out and about in the community for a while. So we're going to go into talking about the man that we're not going to name. But you guys know he has several names. He started as Diddy, then he went to Daddy, and it's been changing, right? So I'm going to let Tracy talk about this, because this has been in her spirit, because this, Tracy's just making away girlfriend.
Okay, so this is a trigger warning and a PSA. We are going to talk about DV, and we are going to talk about supporting both women, children, and men, and all the folks included, those that do not identify as men or women, These issues and topics are real. We offer our love and support to all of those that are going through this, and we hope that you see your way out in a safe and timely fashion. If you need to speak to someone, please reach out to the Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Again, that is 1-800-799-7233. And speak to someone. Hopefully, they can help you find resources in your area, or if you need to escape the area, they can point you in the right direction to a home or other resource that can help you. I'm going to suggest, if you have it in your wheelhouse and you need to reach out to someone, please reach out to the wonderful Doc Val to also get assistance. You can reach her at Valerie@swancenter.com. That is VALERIE at SWANNCENTER.com. Again, when you reach out to Doc Val, this is a non-judgmental space. This is only here for your health and support. So please reach out and she can help you navigate this world. When we're talking about DV, there are lots of people that are saying, I don't believe that this person was not that way with me. Stop, full press stop. Just because a person does not openly harm you does not mean that they are not capable of harming someone else. Please remove that thought process from your brain and go in there and do a little hardwiring. Just because somebody doesn't treat you that way does not mean that they will not treat another person the other way. The only thing you are doing with that statement is dismissing that person's real lived experience. And in this day and in this age, and in the words of illustrious Cat Williams, we are not letting losers write history.
Yes, absolutely. Losers writing history. Yes.
Abuse in all shapes and forms is real. Your situation does not negate someone else's. Please be respectful. Just because you can hide behind a computer screen, please know that what I like to call is universal love, it will return to you. So should you find yourself in this situation and somebody says to you, but they didn't treat me this way, I want you to know that is a direct reflection upon how you treated someone else. Your actions do have consequences, in real time and in computer time. Please be mindful. Please be the kind of person that your inner child would see and be proud of. Don't be the other person. And that's my PSA. Welcome to Tracy Talk.
Hey, hashtag.
And on that note, Tracy, you know what? You just said everything. And as she mentioned, use the information that she gave you. We'll put it up on the screen. And if you are in a situation where you are being physically, emotionally, financially, people don't ever talk about financial abuse.
Oh, yeah.
That is also something that we need to bring to the table and talk about financial abuse. But if you are in those situations and you need someone to talk to, if you need to be in a safe space, please use the resources that she mentioned. Use the community that's put together to help you. And last but not least, reach out to me, reach out to us at Brown Sugar, and we can help you find a safe place. And this goes across to all genders, to all sexualities, because it doesn't matter your sexual preference. It doesn't matter how you identify. Those types of abuses affect everyone. And we just want you to know that you can choose to stop suffering, but you have to choose it. You must choose to stop. And that's where we come into play. And then we can help you mitigate the various channels where you can be fully self-expressed and live your best life and be safe for you and yours. So on that note, we're going to take a break because, Trees, that was just absolutely perfect. And so don't go anywhere, get a drink of water, come back. Because when we come back from our break, we are going to talk about the one and only Bliss Cruise that all of us were on, and you do not want to miss that conversation. So
Oh
you know
boy, we
what
got stories.
we got stories. So you know what we say, always stay safe and play safe. And we will see you in 4 to 5 minutes.
Welcome back, everybody, to Brown Sugar Confessions here on Power 1017, YouTube, and around the world on your favorite streaming device, whatever that is. Thank you for coming back and hanging out with us. Remember, you can always reach out to us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com, and you can reach out specifically to Doc Val at Valerie@swancenter.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, somewhere on Spotify. Where else are we, guys? TikTok. Actually, don't look for us at Brown Sugar Confessions on TikTok. Look for Doc Val specifically at Dr. Val Nefertiti on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a lot of good stuff out there, so I also highly suggest you follow her. She actually does some funny stuff from time to time. Speaking of funny stuff that has happened from time to time, have you guys seen the whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar fallout?
Yes,
Yep.
girl. Look, when this first happened, I woke up to go to the bathroom at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something. And I'm like, what are they talking about all of a sudden? Like, I think Lamar put out his video first. I can't remember. Then no sooner than I had finished the bathroom, washed my hands, laid back down, pulled out my phone again, because what else do you do when you wake up to go to the bathroom? You get back on TikTok. I'm like, well, I'll be daggone Drake drop something or vice versa. I'm like, what is going on? Then another one about 8 o'clock. And I'm like, what happened in the rap world? So, okay, y'all take it away, because I'm still trying to figure it out because I'm old.
So I will say this: not only did Metro Boomin give us the greatest summer hit of our time through this fallout, I also learned why everybody hates Drake.
Why?
And I did not realize everybody hated Drake until I saw this one video. So there was a guy on TikTok. He kind of broke it down. So essentially, Drake is just being weird. Like, he was mad because nobody considered him one of the greatest rappers of all time. He kept messing with everybody's girlfriends or ex-girlfriends. There is the allegation that he might like the young ones. And Kendrick just does not like him at all.
At all.
And that's kind of where this whole thing stems from. And then in one of his, I want to say his response videos, he tells Metro Boomin, who is a producer, to pretty much just shut up and play and make drums and make beats. And that's exactly what the heck Metro Boomin did. Not only did he make a diss beat for Diddy, he made it open source so anybody can use it. Nobody's paying royalties on it. So there have been so many remixes, revisions of this song. There is a merengue version of this song. There is a Jersey beat version of this song. There is a house version of this song. Rappers in Japan are going ham on this beat. Like, it's amazing and it's insane at the same time. And I'm like, does this kind of cross over into cyberbullying? Because I'm a little concerned at this point.
Has anyone checked on Drake? Because is Drake okay?
He just made a song using the BBL Drizzy beat, talking about he buys girls' bodies. That's what he did. But I think one of the bigger issues that's not being talked about is how Drake is an actor. And I don't mean Degrassi High. I mean that any rapper that he comes in contact with, he tries to steal their persona.
Mm-hmm.
When he did it with 21 Savage. He did it because all of a sudden now he's talking about walking up and sticking fools and all this stuff. And I'm just like, that's not even who you are, Champagne Poppy. Like,
I think that was one of the reasons
he
why Kendrick doesn't like him.
well, Kendrick doesn't like him because Drake has decided to try to take ownership of making Kendrick. Like, I made him.
Mm.
And he's mad that Kendrick did not sign up with his label, which wouldn't have made any sense to Kendrick because it wasn't a good deal. It was a horrible deal. Um, so that's why he has beef with Kendrick. And I'm going to be completely honest. Um, I like, and I don't even like Rick Ross, but I like when Rick Ross said he wears Dockers. I thought it was hilarious. Because that sounded like something that Rick Ross said, that Drake wears Dockers. Like, I love that, but I also think it's a point to speak that Drake has never been about Black people, specifically Black women. He has forever loved to dog out Black, especially dark skinned Black women.
Really?
Loved it.
I thought he was
Like,
all about Black
yes.
women.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh,
Never.
God, calm down. Don't cut me. All right.
No. What I'm saying is that it's all been an act, and he has been what people like to call an industry plant.
Really?
That's all he is. And because he has been able to get away with a lot of things, and we're not gonna let's not I'm not gonna say he is this is what do you call the word? Suspected or alleged,
Alleged.
right?
Alleged?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alleged. We allegedly, but you can go search it on the internet. So allegedly, Bobby Brown was 13. Millie Bobby Brown was 13. The girl on stage was 17. The
Mm-hmm.
other girl was 14. The other girl was 15. The other girl was 14. The other girl was 16. Let's do math. Let's do math. You get 3 strikes in baseball and you out, homie.
Mm-hmm. In the South, you get one
In the
before
South,
you
you get
under the
one.
jail.
And he's been doing this. But I'm not saying just Drake. I'm not saying just Drake. It's all of them. It's all of them when you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, if we're talking about BBL Drizzy, which my ADH brain, every time I wake up, goes, BBL Drizzy.
I know, I got the Moringa
And
brother. BBL, and drink. BBL, EBL, and drink. Bruh.
I think we can play it, right? And we won't get banned, right? Because it's open
Yeah.
source,
Right?
right?
Yeah, it's open source.
But he has been perpetrating like he is this hardcore person, and he is not. It is not all an act. He has never been down about the Black community. Like most people, like who's that one? Who's that one white girl that was twerking on everybody? Who is that one white boy that decided to diss Prince? Justin Timberlake. Yes,
No.
boy. Yes, that's
You
what
making
I'm
that
bringing
up.
sexy.
Not his Purple
Look
Highness.
it up. Yes, look it up. Look it
No.
up. It is
I
a known
refuse to
fact.
even look it up if someone could diss Prince.
He
I
dissed
refuse.
Prince. He dissed
Wait, did this
Prince.
happen while Prince was alive or dead?
Alive.
And he got away with it?
No,
Alive.
Trees, you must be getting
And
your
let's not
rappers
forget
mixed.
no,
What?
no, 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 no. Please, please. Fact I'm a Virgo. Fact check me.
Oh, we gon' fact because you don't mess with because I like
Fact check
Justin
me.
and I do love my Prince. No, don't talk about Prince.
No, he
Oh,
talked about Prince, the way he disrespected Janet Jackson. Like all these
Yeah.
fools love to run to Black culture, get their little money, and then they go start putting weed in their mouth, talking about, and then when that stuff don't work, then they want to come back talking. No, no, cut it, cut it. Drake, you're an industry plant. I love that you're getting called out. I think you should be under the jail. Here we are. BBL Drizzy.
El Drake.
BBL Drizzy.
BBL,
That's
BBL,
We're
El
gonna
Drake.
play it,
that's
y'all,
what I
because I
think.
think we can.
That's what I think.
Well, we just went down the rabbit hole with BBL Drizzy and Drake, and
We got one more to talk about.
what we got? What's
The
that,
Black Wife Effect.
girl?
Oh my God, I love those videos.
Girl, did y'all see my video I did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did not.
Okay, let me
Maybe
see.
I did.
I'm gonna pull up mine. Okay, so I changed my handle because someone from Brown Sugar sent me an email and said, Doc Val, we can't find you. So I was like, because it's got Nefertiti. So I did change the name. Like I did.
Oh,
So
you were supposed to tell me that earlier so I could have
I
said that.
I forgot, but I just pulled up my thing right now as I'm looking at it.
So
So
what's your
it's
handle?
it's just my name, Dr. Val Popple. That's it.
Okay.
So
Dr.
it's
Val
real.
Popple, everybody. Go follow
There
her
it
on
is. There it
TikTok.
is. Right. So I posted that because I'm like, that is so cute. So I had like 21,000 views on
Ooh.
my 21,000 views on my Black Wife Effect.
I
And
didn't
I
even know
had
your husband had a mustache until I saw that video.
yeah, and so then I had him on and I have 262 comments on there, and several people have said this was the best one that they've seen. They called us boss and bosses, but you got to go check out
Oh.
that. But I tell you what, the Black Wife Effect, it does, there is something about these white men coming looking like they came off of a country bumpkin hillbilly, I don't know, camel riding, horse, donkey wearing,
Not camel
whatever.
riding.
They came and they got with these gorgeous black women, and the level up was like 0 to 10. I was like, oh my God. Like
Well,
the
here's the thing that I'm
ponytails, the
noticing.
fades, the outfits. Okay, go ahead. I'm a part
Yeah,
of that
the
Black
thing
Life
I was
Effect.
noticing is like you can kind of point out the things to say that yeah, this man has a black wife. The fade, the gold chain. It was like a type of suit. I don't know what it's called, but it seems like everybody kind of starts falling into that type of suit aesthetic. And
Well,
I'm
not
like,
everyone, because we don't have the gold chain.
yeah, you guys don't have the gold chain, but in a lot of the videos, it was like a gold chain or a chain of some sort, a fade, the very tapered beard, if they had beards.
They cleaned them up. I don't know how else to describe it. It did. Some of them did fall into this aesthetic, but then like mine personally didn't. If you go look at mine, but I thought that the glow up, it was just they look like these white men were living their absolute best lives while having a black woman on the arm, and they looked happy. There was this one white guy that said that I even snagged his because it was so good. He was like, if it was his wife's exhale is his last breath, I'm like,
Yeah, I saw that.
dang,
I
that
saw that.
needs to be on a freaking t-shirt.
I was like,
Her,
if this man was to build like a funeral
woo!
pyre for her, he'd definitely jump on it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He was like, her exhale will be his last. I'm like, oh my God. That's a t-shirt moment. I'm
Wait,
going to
what?
steal that. Yes, he did. And I got him on TikTok
Her
because
exhale is his last breath.
last
What?
something
Her
like
last
that.
breath is his exhale. So essentially, when she dies, he dies. Is
Yeah.
what essentially what he was
And,
Oh,
saying.
and
okay.
so
Because
this
I
is a
was
guy
like, that
here.
sounded real snap and
No,
real
it's
A&E Crime Stoppers.
what? Okay, I didn't say it quite right, but it was. Shut up, Treasy. But it was a good one. No, I messed up and say it. I can't even read it right now. But it was so good. I'm like, oh my God, if you don't love me like this, then don't love me. Because this white man, he loved his black wife. But that trend went around so big. If you don't know what we're talking about, what's his name? Tommy Richardson or Tommy Richards had a song come out called Million Dollar Baby. And when that song dropped, for some reason, this song turns into the Black Wife Effect
That's
national
another song
anthem.
of the summer right there.
I love
That's the
that
two
song.
songs of the summers.
It's on my repeat constantly, right? And that song turns into a national anthem and it was mostly white men posting about their black wife and the effect of being in a marriage with a black or having a black girlfriend. What, Tracy?
Uh-oh,
What are
she
you
just
laughing
realized
about?
something.
I'm just realizing the videos that y'all were talking about because I saw all these like white dudes and I was like, why y'all look so scraggly?
You have to
Ma'am,
go
come
to
back
the
to Earth.
after.
Come back to Earth.
Just hold on for 10 seconds and go to the after, because then you'll see the glow up and then with their princesses
I
and
did.
queens.
That's what I saw. I was like, wow, these dudes look scraggly. Who is messing with them? And then they did the picture with the woman, and I was just like, well, there's no way she gonna go out with him looking like that. And then you see the glow up and you're just like, okay, I get it now. But yeah, you know what? That don't work for everybody.
What do you
Nah,
mean?
That don't work. That don't work for everybody. I don't want white men getting confused and thinking that
Don't
black
want
women
white
are
men
going
getting
to invest.
confused.
I don't want them to get confused because they think like I need a glow up, so I'm gonna give them a black girl and she's gonna teach me how to get a fade and clean my face up. One, those are already things you should be doing, homeboy.
facts.
One, two, if you don't know what colors to wear, go to an analyst. Three, look, I'm sorry, black women, I love us. We are amazing. Everything we do is chef's kiss, but I don't want people coming to black women for that kind of labor
That's
because some
fair.
of these white dudes cannot be glowed up.
I
And
don't know if
I'm
you
not
could see some
investing
of
in
these glow ups.
veneers.
They were a -0 and went
No,
to a
I saw
9.
some.
Okay.
I saw some of them, but here's what I'm not doing. I'm not paying for no veneers or hair plugs or I don't know, dude. I know Drake got a BBL allegedly. I'm not paying for no dude's BBL. I don't
Do we
want
really
white
want
dudes
white dudes
coming to
with BBLs?
I
Man,
don't
you'd
even
be
know about
surprised.
white BBL.
It's a brand new age.
Look, they
Some
getting
people want a little
abs
jiggle in the back.
etched. I seen somebody with their abs etched. That is crazy
I've
to me.
seen people with
But
calf implants.
Well,
yeah,
I've seen that, but
I didn't even know
I
that was
haven't
a.
seen it on the black wife effect though. But I will say this, Treese, to your comment. So if you go read my comment, because I got like almost 300 of them. I've had like 8 or 9 comments like from white women saying, "Can I send my white husband to you to get the black white glow up
No,
effect?" I
you're
did.
No,
supposed to be
no,
doing
because
that.
you don't know how to
I
upkeep it.
did
Because you don't
get
know how to upkeep it.
I did get a couple of comments, like 8, I think of them, of women wanting them to send me their partners to get them to glow up. So
And that's
anyway,
amazing. But here's the fee. But here's the thing: you probably don't even know how to upkeep it.
you got to do
So
you do have to maintenance once you get them upkept though.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a
you
fun
have to upkeep
trend.
it.
It was a fun trend.
But don't expect labor. Don't
Don't
expect
expect
labor.
labor. But it is cute. So if you haven't done so, go to TikTok and check out the black wife, black girlfriend effect. If you got yourself a glow up, then post it because it's still trending right now. And yeah, just comment on mine because I want to get to like 30,000. So I need to
I
figure
was
out how
30,000
to
really
get.
comments or
confused. Like,
30,000
No,
what the?
followers?
30,000 views. I want to get to
Oh,
30,000
okay.
views on that. So go comment on
Because
mine
I
and go
was
take
really
a look at it.
confused.
Yeah, so
I was
I
confused what
was
y'all were talking about. I was like, black wife effect. What? And what are we
You were
doing?
just watching the videos. You didn't even know what they were actually called.
No, I
You
didn't.
are so sad. Oh my God. That whole trend. It was all that is all I was getting on my feed. Is just nothing but black wife effect. But anyway, speaking of black wife effect and having some effects on people, do we have time to talk about Bliss? We have 15
A
minutes.
few minutes, we can start talking about it and
I,
maybe go a little more into it next week.
okay, we will do that. We'll go into it next week. So, if you don't know, let me give you a recap of what Bliss is and what we did. So, about 2 weeks ago, maybe now 3, I don't know. It's my time is run
It's
together.
almost a month.
Oh, sorry, a month ago.
It's been a month.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Okay, all right. So it's
Yeah.
been a minute, which equals a month. We, the 3 of us, went on a cruise. And this cruise is called the Bliss Cruise. You can look it up, BLISS. And it is a lifestyle cruise. Now, this cruise, now, let me stop. The lifestyle is an inclusive group of individuals that are swingers, that are into BDSM, that are polyamorous or a poly world, that are nudists, exhibitionists, and or just adults that want to cruise in a sexy atmosphere without kids. That's really what it comes down to. Because once you understand the dynamics of the people on the boat, a good probably 50% of them aren't doing anything other than just getting sunbathing without having to have tan lines. So for the first time, now I've been with this particular organization from day one, and I'm their resident sexologist.
Hold on,
And
what is day one?
Day one is 10. It'll be 10 years in November will be the 10th year for
Hey,
Bliss. So yeah, and I've been happy to be with them for so long. And just to see how the growth of this lifestyling adventure has just went from like a small group to like sold out, sold out, sold out. It's always sold out. And now I think they're in the
it's always
2026.
oversold, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. So now they're in the 2026. So go check it out. But for the first time, I took Tracy and Miss T with me to get to experience what it means to be on a Bliss cruise. And I know we only have 5 minutes, so we can't even begin to tap into what happened the first 5 minutes. So we're going to make it a separate second show. But I just want to get Tracy's quick synopsis. Like, you got 2 minutes to throw it out there. Like, what was your takeaway? And then I'm going to get Miss T's takeaway for 2 minutes. And then that's going to make you want to come back for next week's show because it was really like off the charts. Okay, Tracy, go.
Okay, so I'm not even going to give a synopsis. All I'm going to
Okay.
say is in the first 20 minutes of us boarding the boat,
Oh, here
the
she go.
captain had to come on the PSA and say, "Don't get naked until we're out at sea."
He's
Yes.
like, please put your clothes back on until we are at least 3 miles within international waters, please.
And she had to make that announcement like 3 or 4 times. So that's how I'm going to start, and that's how I'm going to stop.
Oh,
He
that is
said,
a
we are docked. Please put your clothes back on until we go back out to sea. Thank you.
that is absolutely how it started within the first 15 minutes of the daggone cruise. They was already tops and pants were coming off. Like, we're still in port. Like, haven't even finished boarding yet. People naked. All right, Miss T, your synopsis.
Oh man, where can I begin? All right, I'm just gonna try to make this as baseline as I can so we can dig into it later. So there are body types of all kinds. So there are, your plastic built, there is your blue collar, there is your, oh my God, what channel does this person work on? If you are not familiar with African rain frog booty, go look it up because you're going to see a lot of it.
Oh,
And that's okay. That is okay.
Rain Fog Booty was getting it in.
They were getting it in, and I loved every minute of it.
I
Uh,
did not
the dungeon
know.
the
They,
dungeon room is going to be one of the best places to just hang out and watch. It is that I wish the dungeon was a little bigger. I wish the dungeon was a little bigger. The theme nights were always fun to watch and see how everybody dressed up, especially Glow Night and Leather and Lace. Every person I saw that was doing it big for Glow Night, I kind of wanted to be like, where did you get X, Y, and Z? And a lot of them were like,
Amazon, yeah.
Amazon. And I was like, bet next time I'm showing out for Glow Night. Glow Night
Okay.
specifically.
Yeah, that is my favorite night because I just, I just keep building on my outfits. Like every day, every cruise, I get another little piece to add to it. And it was funny. This cruise, um, I'm just going to go back in my synopsis of this cruise
Oh
was
wait,
with.
before you get into yours, every single one of Doc Val workshops were oversold and it was beautiful.
Thank
It
you
was beautiful.
guys for
If they
supporting
could
me
have
for
given
all.
a standing ovation, they would have, but they
And
couldn't.
if you would have had more time, they would have like definitely been kneeling at your feet because we got a lot to talk about, especially your overtime sessions.
Yeah, we do. So it was, yes, they were all sold out. There were over 2,000 new people on this particular cruise of a
Mm-hmm.
ship that held over 3,500, I think. So we had
Mm-hmm.
2,000 new people. Workshops sold out, oversold, but we managed. We'll talk about that. But my very first impression of how this cruise was going to go, and I'm going to share this story because I want to. So as soon as we got off the plane, we had to take a shuttle to our hotel. If you haven't seen Tracy's face, she's already rolled back.
Oh no.
So there was a phrase.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah.
There was a phrase that Miss T came up because of what I
Shoulders
did.
and bars. Shoulders and bars.
Shoulders and bars. So within first 5 minutes, we're on the shuttle and we're going to our hotel. And there was the captain from Frontier, and I think the captain from United, and us, and just a couple of other people trying to get to their hotel shuttles, right? So here I am. I don't know. I'm very innocent, by the way.
First of all, Doc Val has a type. If you look at her husband and you looked at these gentlemen, Doc Val definitely has a type.
Shoulders and bars.
Shoulders and bars.
Shoulders and bars. So here I am, and we all say our hotel name, right? And so we go to the hotel and we take our luggage off the shuttle. And both of the officers are talking to us, right?
They talking to you specifically.
Okay. I was trying to be, community oriented. They're talking to me. And this one, I think he's United, he was young. And he was just all into me. Young guy, right? He must have been 28, maybe 30 years old. He was a young kid.
No, I think he said he was like 28.
28, yeah. Okay. And so why did homeboy pull out the picture of his black wife, girlfriend effect?
He was like, y'all want to see my wife?
Y'all want to see? Pulled her out. Like, I was like, oh, she's beautiful, right? And so we're talking. I'm in the checkout line. And all of a sudden, I realize that I'm at the wrong damn hotel.
We've been sitting here for like 30 minutes. And she goes, oh, this ain't even our hotel. I'm like, God dang it. Is this really how the trip is supposed to start?
That was the beginning of the slippery slope of dealing with me. And the officers are like, where y'all going? We're like, we at the wrong hotel. So then Misty came up. Shoulders and bars. And we just went right down there. Doc Val's going to find them, and she's just going to follow them wherever they go. So on that note, you need to stick around for next week because it gets a whole lot more crazier. That is just the beginning. We haven't even checked in yet. And we already at the wrong daggone hotel and already getting into trouble. So, you know what we say? Huh?
Don't say we. Don't say we.
I was good. I was the good one. Y'all was acting the fool.
I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly.
I was good girl. Y'all was showing out. I was like, that's y'all first time, and that's gonna be y'all's last. Cause y'all don't know how to act. But
you see her put this lie on us, Radioland. You see how she just put this lie on us. We gonna talk about it next week.
We gonna go into it, and y'all can tell us who showed out the most. Because it wasn't I. But you know what we say on Brown Sugar Confessions? Always make sure that you stay safe and that you play safe. Bye bye for now, guys, and we will see you next week. Thanks for listening to another episode of Brown Sugar Confessions on Power 1017. Go to our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram page at Brown Sugar Confessions to like, share, and follow. Stay safe and play safe. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.